reinforcing this very strong. Yeah, I mean, BaBy could really just reinforce this push and end the game right now, but it looks like he's playing more cautiously, I guess. I mean, he's throwing up another factory, his armory's upgrading. Don't see him taking a third base. I'm not really sure what he's doing with all of his money right now. I wish he would just reinforce this push and end the game. I mean, he really can at this point. There will be Reavers out relatively soon, but it's still going to take some time, and BaBy really should be able to finish the game before that even happens. I think we got some Zealot bombs loaded up in that shuttle right now. A couple of missile turrets, though. If that shuttle goes in, it's going to be a one-shot thing, really. It's just going to be able to go in there, drop off its Zealots, and it will die very, very quickly. So not much room there for error on Shuttle's part. He's going to have to use that Shuttle very, very well. Now we got a third siege tank coming in here, and that one will be able to start ranging the Nexus and really start bothering the bottom of that ramp. Going to make it very hard for Shuttle to reinforce his natural expansion, and he's just trying to keep mining going as long as possible here while he gets up this Reaver, while he produces as many probably Zealots at this point as possible to take damage and really start getting and try and break out here. We'll see if he's able to do so. This is going to be very interesting. BaBy hasn't reinforced this much at all. Look at the numbers. There just really aren't that many forces there, and for that reason, this front is breakable here if it's done properly. We do see a Reaver Scarab going off, half killing that siege tank in the back, and now the breakout is starting to come from the front, and that good Shuttle Reaver play in the back. He is actually going to break this out of this. Yeah, Shuttle is going to break out of this with some nice play here. Nice Reaver in the back and taking advantage of where missile turrets aren't. You can't build on the entire ground of Grand Line, just in parts of it. And now BaBy's reinforcing. Just think if those two tanks were there earlier. If those two tanks were just there earlier, this would have been a completely different story. And BaBy might have been able to finish this, but actually it looks like Shuttle has been forced to withdraw once again, so Shuttle is going to be contained for a little bit longer. He's got a lot of Dragoons, actually. I think he's just going to need to produce one round of Zealots, and then he should be able to clean this up, I believe, barring a massive reinforcements from BaBy. It should just take one more squad of Zealots with those Dragoons to clear this out pretty well. We do have another shuttle coming in here, and, well, not another shuttle, same shuttle. We'll see if it's able to do any damage. It needs to dodge those mines as much as possible. Dropping the Reaver, gets a shot off, kills off the tank and a couple of Vultures, and that is probably going to end this push. BaBy needs to retreat these tanks, actually. It looks like he's actually going to try and maintain this, but this is actually getting a little bit risky for BaBy in that he could lose all these tanks without doing much damage. Actually, with that Reaver going down, that's huge. That Reaver goes down a little bit carelessly there, so a nice play there, actually, by... well, I guess it's not really a nice play. It's just it just happens that he gets that off, and mine's going off killing some Zealots and things. But Shuttle has finally broken out here, but he's still behind expo wise. We did see BaBy take his mineral only there at the 5:30, I guess 5. Whatever you want to call it, and getting a starport up as well, so going to get transitioned into some science festivals, possibly some dropship play as well, and BaBy's still looking good. If he can defend against this Reaver harassment, if there's another Reaver produced and that continued Reaver harassments, if he can defend against it, he'll be in pretty darn good shape still, despite all of this, because of this these added bases. And that shuttle actually forced to retreat, because if it darts in there with that Reaver is going to die, and he's going to need some very good scarabs to make up for the cost of the Reaver and the shuttle, and a little bit too dangerous there for Shuttle, deciding to back off with his shuttle, and is just going to use his Observer and Dragoons right now to clear out some of the mines and towards the 12 o'clock position. He really needs to take that base, I think, at the 12 o'clock position pretty shortly, or take the top left natural or main in order to play catch-up. He is just behind economically still overall, and yeah, playing catch-up is not very fun, and you need to really be aggressive in trying to take it back. And there's the wall. One of those mines does go off. Luckily, the splash damage wasn't too bad, and really only one Dragoon took the brunt of it. Shuttle trying to establish his own contain here. We'll see how much success he has. It's going to be somewhat difficult for him to really establish contain. The tank count is pretty solid here. He does have an opportunity to try and go for the 6 o'clock base, where I think there's a little fewer reinforcements, but he has got to be careful not to let his forces get trapped here. If he darts in there, I think he's going to dart. If he's attacking right now. If he darts in there with his Dragoons and really pushes this, he needs to be very, very careful, because BaBy can just unsiege his forces at the natural expansion. Use these Zealots at the... Oh, wow, great drop here coming in to take care of some of these tanks on the high ground. But this is what I was talking about. BaBy can just unsiege from his natural expansion and come in here and trap these Dragoons. And we did see that partially happen here. Shuttle losing some more Dragoons, and that this really is not a victory at all for Shuttle. Shuttle actually is going to lose his entire force. Yeah, this is pretty bad actually for Shuttle. Exactly what I was thinking was going to happen did happen. His Dragoons did get kind of trapped there by the reinforcing units from the natural expansion, and now Shuttle is extremely far behind. He has a ton of work ahead of him. He's going to need some really fantastic play, and I don't even know if that will be enough at this point. He is truly very far behind. Couple armories spinning right now for BaBy. BaBy setting up his base at the bottom left, so he's going to go up a base again, and this is just not fair for a Protoss player to be playing from behind bases this entire time. It's a tough spot. It's hard to see Shuttle's comeback strategy here. He is finally getting a forge and another pylon there at the 1 o'clock position to defend that mineral only. But this is not a good position at all for him. He's going to be behind in terms of gas. He's going to be down three gases to 2, and mineral counts will also be in the advantage of BaBy as well. And as long as BaBy doesn't squander this, I mean, he had an advantage early on when he defeated that Zealot push. He had an advantage when he established that contain. He's got another advantage now, as still has the economic lead, as he still has the military lead. And as long as BaBy doesn't mess up and just waits for, I don't know what he's waiting for, maybe waits for 2-1 or 3-2, and really pushes out with his upgrades while Protoss doesn't really have any, because his forge is only just now coming up, he'll be able to really roll Shuttle over and just really dominate. He really has that ability right now to just dominate with a push out. Looks like he's going to start pushing out right now. An Arbiter is out for Shuttle. Thankfully, that will definitely be needed in this upcoming battle. If BaBy can, or Shuttle can maybe get one of those Imba stasises off, like one of those like 6 tank stasis, something like that, maybe, just maybe, he can survive for another battle. But this is going to be really tough for him. We do see a ton of vultures are out, and here come the tanks to reinforce. And just look at Shuttle's force, just meager to say the least, compared to BaBy's. And here comes the fight. I assume that stasis is complete. Where is it going to go down? Scans going off, and these Zealots are not really getting into the tank lines quite yet. They're getting into the front tanks, but there are several tanks in the back. There's several layers of tanks for BaBy, but it looks like there's enough Zealots to at least get through the middle row here, and there's just a few tanks left. Actually, it looks like Shuttle is going to defend this. Wow! This is great play by Shuttle. Fantastic play here by Shuttle. Able to defend this, and wow, I cannot believe that he defended that. BaBy pushing out with his 1-1 upgrades, and Shuttle actually able to defend against it. Fantastic play there by Shuttle. Two really solid young players here in this game, and we saw some great play there from Shuttle. Able to get enough Zealots out